got like an old gem. Pa, look, I got like an old gem. Ma, look, I got like an old gem. Pa, look, I got like an old. Hey, ma. Hey, pa. Hey, ma. Hey, pa. Hey, ma, look, I got like an old gem. Pa, look, I got like an old gem. Ma, look, I got like an old gem. Pa, look, I got like an old gem. Let me introduce you to a story of the kid. If you listen close, and I can tell you what he did. Judge about the horse, she can tell you really big. Had to make the right choice, cause you get it how you.
I don't know what happened to the last video. Not even about to sit here and get mad or whatever. It's technology. But I did want to talk about something else. I'm glad that other live ended, you know what I'm saying? I did want to talk about something I feel very near and dear to my heart, something I personally struggle with. I have got a lot better at maintaining and handling situations, but I'm going to talk about confrontation. Confrontation. And as always, hope everybody having a great evening. Hope y'all living good, feeling good, looking good, all that good stuff, you know. Bear with me, I got a little cold, so my voice sound a little different. If I got hit the... that mean your boy getting over a cold, you know what I'm saying? I just left the gym. Still got my gym stuff on. Just wanted to do a video. Make some content. Say what's up to the people one time for the one time. But yeah. Let's get right into it, you feel me? Confrontation. So what is confrontation? Confrontation is, by my definition, the direct challenge of a person or a thing. Confrontation can come in many ways and many, forms, you feel me? People can challenge you or confront you on a daily, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's in traffic, at work, family, this, that, and third. Confrontation is a part of life, it goes to the wild, look at animals. They fight each other to be the most dominant male so they can have rights to the most females or something like that. Not in every species, of course, but I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not a zoologist, so you know what I'm trying to say, damn it. But confrontation is good, actually, because you can be confrontational in a positive way. Like, with sports, you got to be kind of confrontational. Like, you got to be competitive. You got to play against other people. Depending on the sport, it can be, very physical, you feel me? So you're going to have to confront somebody one way, shape, or form before you leave this earth. So why not learn how to deal with it, Why not learn how to master it and use it to your benefit? You feel me? So, just want to share a few personal stories about confrontation that I personally face, and maybe somebody can get something out of this and use it. But basically, yeah, I've worked with racist co-workers before. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to work. You can't pick and choose who you work with, unfortunately. If they get hired just like you got to work with the person, It's part of life. You may not like them. You ain't got to be friends. You feel me? We just here to do a job and make sure we meet our hourly quotes and, go home, basically. But when somebody confronts you at work, aside from physical confrontation, which is a whole nother thing, like violence, people can try you. People will and can try you to the day you die. People gonna talk about you to the day you die. No matter how much good you think you're doing it on this earth we live on. No matter how many followers you got on Instagram. No matter how much money you got in your bank account. No matter how many friends you got in real life. People are going to challenge you. People are going to confront you. Not everybody thinks the same. This can be a good and bad thing. You feel me? I personally don't frown upon confrontation. I welcome it. You feel me? Because, first of all, I like to break down reasons why you confront a person, whether it be out of anger or just purely, good things. Like I said, sports. I like to break down the fundamentals of why a person is confronting me or confrontational. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just naturally confrontational. I don't like confrontation, you feel me? But I don't shy away from it at the same time. I'm not scared of anyone at the same time. At the same time, I like to be laid back. I like to be to myself. But, I know every day I wake up on this earth, it's going to be a possibility somebody might wake up on the wrong side of the bed and want to take feelings and frustration out on you. Is it right? No. No matter what you're going through in life, you should never be taking it out on other people. That's just not right. No matter if you're in the right or wrong, you feel me? It's just like find other ways to vent out that stress, that animosity, because you never know what people are going through. Some people could be on their last couple of dollars or, just got out of a real bad or toxic relationship. People's just died. Like, you never know what people are going through. They might be on their very last straw, and something you might have said or did might have ticked them off or something, and now they're in your face, So what do you do in that instance? You know what I'm saying? Is violence always the answer? Should you immediately punch somebody in the face because they get crazy with you, or say something, not appealing, something you don't like? The answer is no. Violence should never be the automatic answer. Unless somebody is threatening your life, your family life, something like that, violence should never be the automatic answer. Because I'll tell you why. Sometimes, like I said earlier, people are in such a low state, in such a negative state of being, that they're just incredibly toxic to everyone they meet. Whether they, try to start stuff with you all the time, whether they, take it out on their kids or the dog, the wives, their husbands. These type of people just like confrontation and like to take out their frustrations out on other people. So how do you deal with that? First thing you want to do is remain calm. You should always remain calm, no matter if somebody is threatening you, your life or something like that, or y'all get into a slight verbal altercation or disagreement. Always remain calm. Because when all these emotions are flaring, especially anger, you can say things out of anger, you can do things out of anger, and next thing you know, you done escalated it farther than it needed to be. I'm not saying be weak. I'm not saying don't defend yourself if somebody is trying you, but also you got to realize that, all right, you got to see the severity of the situation. So say if, for example, somebody get in my face, like the work situation. So I'm going to tell y'all the story. So I had this coworker. I was working at engineering place at the time. Got along with everybody, came to work, did my job, went home. During that time, I made a few friends, I guess you would call it work friends. One guy, he thought he was like my best friend or something. He was always trying to like kick it with me or chill with me outside of work and shit, right? Remember that. So, working there for a few months, I see the guy I'm talking about. I'm gonna call him Perry. I seen Perry, he looked depressed at work. He was looking kind of down. He's just at his desk, just working and looking depressed and stuff, because he's usually like a happy guy from what I could tell. And, I came and approached him. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Good morning. He like, morning, just working, just looking down and stuff like that. And, I was like, man, what's up? You good? What's going on? And he was like, man, I just been having problems with my girl and stuff like that. And, me trying to lighten the mood, trying to joke, I start doing like this. So I like, oh, you was in there. You know what I'm saying? Just like, just just joking like he doing, he was giving it to his girl last night. He was probably tired or something. But I kid you not, his exact reaction to what I said, he looked at me, he's like, you think I was beating my wife last night? And I'm just like, what? It was another guy next to me. And I looked at him, I'm like, how did you get that from that? Like, first of all, why would I be trying to praise that or put that as a topic talking at work about, But, he took it that way. You know what I'm saying? And, we laughed about it. I laughed because he asked me that. He looked me dead in my face. I swear he was like, what, you think I was beating my wife? Like, he got upset. I'm just like, nah, bro. I'm just saying you was beating up that, that poontang, And so, we laugh about it. It's three of us right there. And then he turns to look at me. He's like, I didn't know what you were talking about. That might have been a Cleveland thing. I thought people in Cleveland beat on their wives and stuff. And I just turned and looked at him. I didn't say nothing right then and there because I had to think about what I'm going to say. Because remember, I'm at work. I'm around a whole bunch of people. You feel me? I don't want that other side of me to come out. I'm trying to be professional here. Not saying I'm just out here smacking people or whatever, but I had to think about what I would say to this man. You feel me? Because he totally took everything I had out of context of what I said. So, first I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe he just didn't understand me. So, I just, laugh it off at first. And I just go to my little workspace and just, start working. I start thinking, I'm like, first of all, I give him the benefit of the doubt. He thought I was talking about him beating his wife. But then he tried to flip it like this is a regional thing. Like he tried to say, people from Cleveland beat on their wives or something like that. And I took great offense to that because that's like saying every man, every, father, every uncle, every, pastor, every teacher, they all just beat on women from Cleveland. I think this guy was from like Medina or something like that. So in that situation, I chose to de-escalate and remove myself from the situation because I know if I would have said something right then and there, I probably would have said something on the lines like, nah, we don't beat on women in Cleveland, but I'll beat your ass. Like I said, just like that, like with a smile on my face, like, nah, but I'll slap the shit out of you. And, hey, I'll be out of a job. He would have felt some type of way for sure. But as always, you got to play it smart. So I took the time to myself and thought about what I'm going to say to this guy because obviously I'm not going to let him slide saying that to me. I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. So I came back probably like 30, 40 minutes later and approached him like, hey, man. I pulled him to the side, like not in front of everybody. Like, I'm not that type of guy. I don't like making a scene. I don't got to try to prove like I'm tough or some shit. I don't got to make no big-ass scene. Like, I hate guys like that. So I pulled him to a side like a man. And I told him, I'm like, hey, I didn't like what you said earlier, that comment about Cleveland dudes. And, you took what I said out of context and you kind of like, insulted me in the same way. So I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, he just looking at me like, okay, all right. I'm like not saying anything, not disagreeing, not agreeing. He was probably scared now that I look back on it because I pulled him to the side. Like I wasn't yelling at him. I'm talking to him just like I'm talking to y'all right now. I just said, hey, man, I took offense to what you said. We are at work, first and foremost, so you got to be professional. And second, I took offense to you talking about my people. You know what I'm saying? That's basically putting everybody in the box that I know or everybody that I encountered. Like, yes, there are people who do abuse people or things or do things of that nature, but you can't put everybody automatically in a box. And, he was just sitting there listening to me explain it just like I'm explaining it to y'all. Not word for word, of course. And I was like, okay. He was just sitting there like, okay, yeah, all right. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like, that's just like me saying, I'm like, where are you from? And he said, Medina, Ohio. And I'm just like, that's like me saying everybody from Medina, Ohio are, I don't want to trigger any algorithms, but are school shooters or something like that. How would you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? That's like putting everybody in a box and classifying everybody as one thing. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't say nothing right then and there. Like, he just said, I don't know, just not responding. So I'm just like, okay. I ended it right then and there because I felt like myself getting a little, heated. So I was like, you know what? All right, just make sure you don't say nothing like that again to me. I don't look at you different.